Hi there, and welcome to Wellness Unplugged. I'm Lesley, a counsellor with years of experience helping people navigate life's twists and turns. Here we dive into real conversations about life, mental health, and everything in between. No fluff, just honest, practical insights. I'm so glad you've joined me today. Mental health refers to a person's emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It influences how we think, feel, and behave in daily life. Mental health also affects how we handle stress, relate to others, and make decisions. It's a vital part of overall health, just as important as physical health. Good mental health doesn't mean feeling happy all the time or avoiding challenges. Instead, it involves having the tools and resilience to manage life's ups and downs effectively. It includes aspects like emotional well-being, which is the ability to manage emotions like stress, sadness, and happiness. Cognitive functioning. This deals with maintaining focus, making decisions, and solving problems. Social connections. Building and maintaining healthy relationships and having a feeling of belonging. And lastly, coping mechanisms. Ways to deal with adversity, trauma, or stress. Mental health is a dynamic state and can be influenced by various factors, including genetics, life experience, environment, and support systems. Prioritizing mental health through self-care, seeking support when needed, and addressing challenges early is essential for leading a balanced and fulfilled life. Here's the hard truth, though. 1 in 4 people will face a mental health challenge in their lifetime. But the real shocker, more than half of them won't ever ask for help and suffer alone. Why? Well, because of this nasty thing called stigma. It's like believing that asking for help means you're weak or broken. Spoiler alert, that's total nonsense. Time to crush these myths once and for all. Today, I'm diving into the world of counselling, busting myths and chatting about why prioritizing your mental health is like discovering the cheat code to a happier life. Whether you're thinking about counselling for yourself or you're just curious, this episode is tailor-made for you. Let's tackle some common myths about counselling that I hear all the time, and I bet you have too. Number 1. Counselling is only for people with serious problems. Nope, total misconception. Counselling is for anyone wanting to understand themselves better, manage stress, or just navigate life's bumps. Think of it as hitting the gym for your mind. You wouldn't wait until you're a fitness guru to start working out, right? Same goes for therapy. Myth number 2. Therapy is just too expensive. Yes, counselling and therapy can feel like a financial commitment, but there are plenty of affordable options out there. Many counsellors offer sliding scale fees based on your income, and community programs can provide low-cost or even free services. Online platforms like BetterHelp and TalkSpace are also great budget-friendly alternatives. Don't forget to check with your workplace. Many companies now include counselling benefits as parts of their employee wellness programs. Think of it this way. The cost of therapy is always less than the emotional toll of a mental breakdown, not just on you, but on those you love. Investing in your mental health is one of the best things you can do for yourself and others. Therapy is just talking. It's not going to help. Talking is part of it, sure. But counselling is a lot more than just venting. Counsellors use evidence-based techniques and tools to help you understand yourself, make changes, and achieve your goals. It's practical, not just chit-chat. Number 4. Talking to a friend is the same as talking to a counsellor. Friends are awesome. Shout out to the besties. But counsellors bring specialised tools and an unbiased perspective. They help you to dig deep into thoughts and feelings. Plus, some stuff is just easier to talk about with a stranger who you know won't judge you. Myth number 5. Therapy is all about blaming your parents. While your upbringing might come up, therapy isn't about pointing fingers. It's about understanding your experiences and how they shaped you so you can move forward in a healthier way. Therapy means you're weak or you can't handle things on your own. Actually, reaching out for help is one of the strongest things you can do. It takes huge courage to acknowledge you want support, and counselling gives you the tools to handle things even better. Number 7, therapy is only for when things go wrong. No, not at all. Counselling can help you with personal growth, improving relationships, or even just navigating life's transitions. It's not just for fixing problems, it's about building something better. And the last one, therapists will judge you or tell you what to do. A good therapist isn't there to judge or give orders. They're there to guide, support, and help you discover your own solutions in a safe, non-judgmental environment. Ever found yourself believing one of those myths? You're not alone. These misconceptions stop so many people from getting the help they need. I once worked with someone, let's call her Sarah, who avoided counselling for years because she thought her problems just weren't big enough. When she finally came in, she said, "I kept waiting for things to get better, but they only got worse. I was dead inside, and had lost so much before I sought help. I really now wish I hadn't waited so long." The truth is, counselling isn't about waiting for things to get worse. It's about getting support now, before things feel unmanageable. It's about giving you the tools to move forward, no matter where you are. Counselling is not just about sitting on a couch and spilling your guts. A typical session lasts about 50 minutes, and in the first session, which is usually a little longer, you'll share what's on your mind, your goals, and anything else you want to discuss. Your therapist will ask you some questions to understand your situation. It's all about creating a space where you can be heard without judgment. Counselling is way more than just talking. Depending on your needs, your therapist might help you understand yourself when things don't make sense by helping you identify patterns in your thoughts and behavior. They guide goal setting with realistic goals and actionable plans to achieve them. Counsellors help you work through past experiences that might be holding you back because we listen actively. That means we listen not just to the words, but to the meaning beneath them. And lastly, counsellors can provide support during big life changes like divorce, loss, or even retirement. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to counselling. You might prefer one-on-one sessions, group counselling, or even online sessions. Think of finding the right counsellor like shopping for a pair of shoes. It might take a few tries to find that perfect fit, and that's okay. What matters most is that you feel comfortable with your counsellor. If you've ever thought about trying counselling but felt nervous, what would make you feel more confident? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Listen out for my contact details at the end of the show. Right, let's talk about why prioritizing mental health is so important and why you should see it as a priority. First off, let's talk quality of life. Life isn't just about getting through the day. It's about actually enjoying the day. When you look after your mental health, you really show up as the best version of yourself. You're more present, more connected, and life just feels better. Here's a surprising one at number 2. Mental health and physical health are BFFs. Stress, anxiety, and burnout can wreak havoc on your body, from your heart to your immune system. So, when you take care of your mind, you're also taking care of your body. It's just all connected. What about productivity? Let's face it, when your mental health is out of whack, getting anything done feels impossible. But when your mind is in a good place, you can focus, problem solve, and actually tick off that to-do list, like the rock star you really are. Now, this one's huge, prevention. I touched on it earlier under the myths. Looking after your mental health now can save you from bigger challenges later. Think of it like tuning up your car. Small steps now avoid big breakdowns later. It's the same with your mental health. And finally, resilience. Life is tough, no doubt about it. But when your mental health is a priority, you build up that inner strength to handle whatever comes your way. You bounce back stronger and you're ready to face the world head on. So you see, mental health isn't just about dealing with problems, and counseling isn't just about fixing problems. They are both about growth, becoming more self-aware, improving relationships, and learning how to navigate life with confidence. I had a client, we'll call her Courtney, who came to counseling feeling completely overwhelmed by stress. Over time, she learned how to set boundaries, manage her workload, and practice self-care. One day she told me, "You know what? I'm me again, but stronger than ever." And that, my friends, is the power of prioritizing your mental health. If counseling feels like rather a big step right now, start with something small. Take 5 minutes to journal about how you're feeling. Explore mental health resources online. Great apps like Calm or Headspace are really useful. Reach out to someone you trust and share what you're going through. Try to do something physical at least once a day, like go for a short walk or have a quick dip in the pool. Create a gratitude list and write down 3 things each day for which you are grateful. And the last one really is a no-brainer. Limit social media use. Taking care of your mental health isn't a luxury. It's an essential part of living a fulfilling, balanced life. Just as we prioritize our physical health by eating well, exercising, and resting, our mental health requires attention, care, and effort. It's not selfish or indulgent to focus on your well-being. It's a fundamental necessity for your overall health and happiness. You deserve support, not just during difficult times, but as a regular part of your self-care routine. Seeking help, whether through counseling, support groups, or trusted relationships, is a sign of strength, not weakness. It demonstrates that you value yourself and recognize your worth. Mental health challenges can feel isolating, but you don't have to face them alone. There are people, resources, and tools that can guide you towards healing and growth, from small daily practices like journaling or mindfulness to professional support. Every step you take is an investment in yourself. Remember, feeling better is not an overnight process, and it's okay to move at your own pace. Progress isn't always linear, but every effort you make contributes to a healthier, more resilient you. You deserve to thrive, to find peace, and to experience joy. Taking care of your mental health is not just about surviving. It's about giving yourself the opportunity to truly live. That's it for today's episode. I hope it's given you some clarity about counseling and inspired you to prioritize your mental health. It's time to take that first step, whatever it may look like for you. If you enjoyed this episode, share the information with someone who might need to hear it. Have questions or topics you'd like me to cover in future episodes? Send them my way. I'd love to hear from you. My email is info@lesleyharvey.co.za. I'll repeat that. info@lesleyharvey.co.za. Or simply get in touch with South Coast Radio for more information. Next time, we'll dive into navigating back-to-school challenges. What are they, how to identify them, and best of all, how to handle them. It's going to be a really great conversation, especially if you have school-going kids, so don't miss it. I'll leave you with this thought from Brené Brown. Vulnerability is the birthplace of courage. Thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, unplug, recharge, and remember, your wellness matters more than you think.
The radio station you can't live without. This is your radio.
This is South Coast Radio.